How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Linkachu. I just got back from PAX West 2022. It was a great time. I got to spend the weekend at PAX West with Botox Media, Key, my fellow N10 member, Davey, and Sea-Dog. All the links to their channel in the description. There'll be a video featuring them, kind of, coming soon. Very interesting video trying Street Pass in 2022. Go check that out when that comes out, if that's not out before this already. We got an interesting video. Obviously, PAX West is a great chance to open my wallet and spend a bunch of money. We've got a bunch of things here, games, collectible items, and just a whole bunch of random things. So we're gonna start something off with one of the first random things I got. And I got plenty here. So we'll just open this up. We got a little, I finally found these. I've been looking for these for a while. And obviously these might have been around. You might have seen these before, but Zelda Gashapon, obviously little Zelda figures from Japan. But apparently they had an English release. And they are the Four Swords Zelda figures. And let me just tell you, man, these things are ugly looking. Like, ugly. I'll pull it out here. You've got this creepy, bizarre looking Link. Let's get the camera here on that. What the f is going on? And his eyes move. Why do his eyes move like that? Who okayed this? These are creepy, man. And not only did I just get one, but I also got two. So that means I also got another one here. So I got them put together, and while putting them together, learned the demonish truth behind these figures. It's when they turn their heads, their creepy demoness eyes turn, which is horrifying. The person who designed these is a monster. These things are horrifying. I don't know why young me wanted this in my little Nintendo collection. These little demons. Why would I want this as a kid? Really interesting, neat little fact here that I'm going to point out is that this is actually a Four Swords Adventure little Gashapon figure that actually had a printing 2018. Crazy. Four Swords on the Rise 2018, Four Swords Adventures remake. Who knows? Probably not. But interesting to note that Tomy is the company that's printing these figures that is still printing them in 2018. Very weird thing to note. But moving on. Let's jump into something a little more interesting. Socks. I've got some Shin Megami Tensei 5 socks of Jack Frost. They're adorable. Hee-ho is what he would say. I don't really want to take them out right now. They're socks. You get the gist. I was at Barnes & Noble's. They were having a closing sale, 50% off everything in the store, except for manga. Of course, that would just be too awesome. And they had this little Porter figure plushie from Animal Crossing, which I just had to get because Porter was essentially my introduction to the series. One of the first things you see booting up Animal Crossing on the GameCube, and I think almost any installment, that definitely changes. But obviously Porter is a huge part of Little Animal Crossing, and I thought this was a cute little plush. There was a booth for the game One Piece Odyssey, which is coming out really soon. The game One Piece is getting an RPG game, and so I get a little lanyard for that. Obviously lots of packs, kind of lots of free goodies like that. And same thing goes here. Got these little keychains for Pac-Man World Repack, which are just little neat little pin or keychains. They're not bad, nothing special, nothing too out of this world. Little keychains there. And then I went over and made my way over to the Play Pokemon booth. And they gave me this free adorable Pokemon pin, which I thought was really cute. It's a really nice pin, actually. This is, the Pokemon Play Lab is what the booth was called. Forgive me. And then they said, sorry, our booth is full. We can't have you play a game, but you do get to keep the 30 cards that you would play the game with. So I don't actually know what the cards are in here. We'll take a look here in a second. And then they gave me a pack of Pokemon cards as the booth was full and I could play. Which, you know, I'm not complaining. I got some free Pokemon cards. So let's open them up real quick. Let's do a super fast Pokemon card pull. I think it's 3 to the front. 1. Power Tablet. Beware. Dracloak. Words escape me. Dynamo. Meow. Glossifleur. Pampur. I totally pulled the rare, didn't I? Eevee. Fuck me. Let's see. Energy, and I messed the whole thing up. Oh, and the last and probably best card in the thing was the Butterfree. That's so lame. Whatever. Oh, that was our rare. Whoops. Because I'm a monkey and messed it up. But I do get a rare Greninja here, so a Greninja V which is kind of nice. Next, we'll get starting closer to the games here in a second. But we have this cool shirt I picked up, 13 Age of Sentinels. I thought this was a gorgeous t-shirt. I figured it'd look nice with some nice little drip. It would look drippy. So I picked up this one, which is a game I have ordered on the Switch, which I've been really interested in. It's an Atlas game. Looks good. It looks good. I haven't played it much. We'll get into some more Nintendo goodies real quick. We were wandering around and there was a booth where you could get a free Nintendo Versus bag, which was nice. It's kind of a nice little bonus thingy here, because they did the Versus tournament. They actually had the Smash Nintendo Panic up there. We got a Switch sports bottle. I don't really know where we were getting these handed out. We just might have happened to just be in the right place at the right time. Right person gave us it. And then the Switch sports bag, which is nice, because I didn't really get anything when the game came out, so that kind of just made up for that lack of a bonus thereof. But yeah, let's jump on over to the video games. Let's jump over to the video games, and then we'll get into some more extra stuff that we just picked up along the trip. So first, not in any particular order that I picked them up, just kind of where I grabbed. But first, I picked up from the Pink Gorilla booth, which, if you don't know, is a local game store in Seattle, and they also do live streams, which I find highly entertaining. But Custom Robo V2 on the GameCube, the Nintendo 64, which is great. I absolutely love Custom Robo. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the series, and this is the second to last one I need. I just need the Game Boy one, and then I have the whole series physically through all the region variants, which is only just the two English, which is, if I remember correctly, DS and GameCube. Bring back Custom Robo, Nintendo, even though that you won't for sure. Another little random item I picked up is this Doki Doki Literature Club acrylic stand from the Doki Doki booth. I thought those were cute. I'm a huge fan of the game, which will come into play in just 1 second when I show off this bad boy, which is a copy of Doki Doki. I just spoiled it. Which is a copy of Doki Doki Literature Club signed by Dan Salvato, which was awesome. I got to meet the guy, take a picture with him, and talk a little bit about Melee with him. If you don't know, he was previously a professional Smash player beforehand, and then he ended up making Doki Doki Literature Club, which I think is really neat, which is a really cool upbringing for a developer. So yeah, he was an awesome, really cool guy, and I'm super glad I got this copy signed. And then jumping over more into the games, Pink Gorilla booth, they were great. They had lots of great prices on games, which is easy to then collect games, especially even through the Canadian conversion, because obviously I'm in the States. But first we picked up Xenoblade Chronicles Wii on the Wii, and obviously a must-have as a Xenoblade fan. It's actually one of the few games that I was missing from my Xenoblade collection. I now own a version of every Xenoblade game. Xenoblade, we'll get into the other Xeno games eventually. We'll get there. But yeah, now I have the full Xenoblade collection, and as if you can see through the tag that I have neglected to take off, $35, which is a pretty damn good price. Really fair pricing with Pink Gorilla. If you're ever in the Seattle area, I highly recommend you check out their stores. Their pricing is great. And then I went and picked up a copy of Breath of the Wild on Wii U, which is something I also failed to have in my collection. And as someone who's trying to have a complete Zelda collection, this version of Zelda Breath of the Wild was a must-have. So I picked up that, had to grab that, because this is the first time I've seen it that low since collecting. And I really wanted a Wii U copy of Pikmin 3, so $20 was a great price. Because Canadian eBay listings, I don't really ever see that low, so I had to pick up Pikmin 3. Then while I was there, I picked up Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Wii U, because I didn't have that. $15 for Tropical Freeze is great, especially because it has a Switch port, so it kind of goes up a little bit in price, I feel. And then Yoshi's Woolly World was a game that I just completely skipped over as well, which I thought was great to have in my collection. Yeah, and that's kind of the big part for games, which is crazy. 4 Wii U games. That's weird. What are we going back in time? And then also a Wii game. And then another cool little special edition I was able to nab while I was there was there was so many collector's editions, especially the limited run booth, but I decided this time to steer away from the limited run booth and went over to Brace Yourself Games to pick up Crypt of the Necrodancer, which I got signed by one of the devs, and he signed to Aiden and specified that Aiden is spelt with an E, A-D, and then he signed it there. Also signed my friend Bo, Botox Media's copy as well, very similar. And this is a great collector's edition. It comes with a bunch of stuff. And while we're talking on the topic of, also here's the game, inside sealed, which comes with all the DLC, and I like the physical cover. It looks great here. And then the biggest thing for me was I thought the steelbook looked so sick. So I just kind of had to pick up this steelbook. I just loved how it looked. So it was a must pick up for me. And I absolutely love Cadence of Hyrule, and so I have that physically, so I wanted to get Crypt of the Necrodancer to kind of complete that Necrodancer collection. And while we're on the topic, I got to try out Rift of the Necrodancer, which, by the way, was absolutely amazing. I loved my time with it. It very much, watching the trailer reminded me of Rhythm Heaven, and getting to play it just felt like I was playing a Rhythm Heaven successor. At the same time, with elements of Guitar Hero and like almost Punch-Out and different types of rhythm games that way, which was very exciting. It very felt Rhythm Heaven with all these different ways of playing rhythm games, which was just super fun and exciting, and felt really innovative and fresh to rhythm games. I do love me some rhythm games, especially after my Rhythm Heaven craze, so that was a lot of fun. And yeah, that was kind of the majority of what we picked up. We're going to steer into some more smaller things. As you may or may not know, the special game by Nintendo at PAX was Splatoon. So they handed out these little Splatoon Magnets for each day. I was only able to get times to play on both Friday and Saturday, so these were the only magnets I got, but they had a different one for each day. These are both great. Just, you know, can never have enough Nintendo stuff, just random Nintendo stuff of whatever household object they decide to give out as a pre-order bonus. And then I also grabbed another one for my boy Night Sky, because, you know, what's Night Sky without Splatoon? We don't know. And then obviously they had some One Piece stuff, One Piece Odyssey sticker here. Oh, one that I should talk about was I picked up at the limited run game booth was they were giving out a Nintendo Force issue, which I think is last month. River City Girls 2 poster. And then as well as there was also just some random things to get throughout the convention. Pictures were a common thing, surprisingly. Little photo booths. We got one with Dragon Ball here, me, Key, and Davey in the photo. Oh, get in focus there. Then we've got another one with me at the Bayonetta booth, posing stylishly next to Bayonetta. An excitement for Bayonetta 3. We almost missed this one. It was kind of in a weird spot in the convention center. And then we've got some One Piece ones. Here I am doing a One Piece pose. If you don't know One Piece, you know, get on it. It's really short. And then we did a group pose doing some One Piece stuff. And it was fun. One Piece Odyssey. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts about One Piece Odyssey, I might do a video over on my other channel talking about One Piece Odyssey. And then we, as you might see in another video, we hobbled our way over to the Nintendo HQ, just being a bus ride away in Redmond, and checked out the Nintendo headquarters, which we just had to do, and got some free little goodies. We weren't really invited, we kind of just waltzed our way in there, and they so kindly just gave us some little bookmarks and random goodies, just really small goodies. Bookmarks here. Animal Crossing bookmark, double-sided. Wind Waker bookmark, double-sided. Mario, Daisy, and Peach double-sided bookmark. You got Mario, Toad, and Yoshi. Splatoon, Inkling, and Inkling Girl. Inkling and Inkling Boy. And then Animal Crossing, and then Tom Nook on the other side. And then also these were from the Nintendo Versus booth. I have no idea what I picked up, but it was just, I guess, like telling you what's here, which was the live championship for Splatoon 3, the Invitational, and the Championship Cup for Mario Kart Deluxe, which was cool. And then also I picked up a Nintendo Repair business card because I thought that was kind of neat that they had that business card. And then I totally picked up this, which this was not for me, which is, I got Nintendo Preferred Parking at Airport Valet. That's, I don't think that was meant for me. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that was meant for me to take. But we walked out with it in hand, so, you know, no problems, you know? There was lots that I picked up. If you're interested in more anime and manga side, there'll be another video coming out on my other channel, which the link to that will be in the description. If you're interested in more anime and manga stuff, I also, if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of all things anime and manga related. Not just video games, which though had a great haul. I'm super happy with Xenoblade. I think that was just a must-have that I needed to pick up, and then adding some really important wants to my collection with being Breath of the Wild and Pikmin 3 was great. So I was excited to see that. More just, I think the big things really was getting the games signed by people who worked on them, mainly Doki Doki and Crypt of the Necrodancer was just absolutely great. I'm super happy to have these now in my collection, signed by devs. And then this Doki, obviously, if you don't know, definitely check it out. But it's a really influential game, and it changed a lot of the way I think about games and, perspective. It was a very interesting game. I do highly recommend you check it out and play it. And Dan Salvato was awesome, so it was a pleasure meeting him, as well as the people over at Brace Yourself Games, also being, a Canadian dev studio that worked with Nintendo on a Zelda project, which was super cool. So I really like that. Yeah, there was just a lot of great stuff. I might have feel like I brushed over some things quickly, but yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I had a great time at PAX. Be sure to go check out the other videos from this PAX trip, especially the Street Pass video, which either should be out after this or before this video, so go watch that video. That'll probably be the end card of this video. So if you like these pickup videos, let me know. I am always collecting games, more or less so during the school year, but I'm always picking up games here and there, so if you're interested in these types of videos, let me know, and I'll be sure to do them more, and I'll show off more of what I collect and pick up. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I've been Linkachu. Linkachu out.